Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network. And we always hurt the ones we love the most. So here now is some Donald Trump audio whining
I'm sorry.
about appliances.
They also want to take your gas stoves. They want to
Sure they do.
give you very little water in your dishwashers
No
and your
water.
washing machines. You know, they want washing machines with very little water. And I'm talking about in states like your state, you don't have a water problem. You do have a water problem. You have too much water. They want to take your water out of your washing machines, your dishwashers. They want to put water restrictors on your sinks and showers.
These are the important things,
Did
Stephanie.
he do the toilet flush thing? And you're going to flush the toilet 27 times?
We don't want you to have water or windows.
This is like, this is the dumbest timeline in the history of the world.
Sometimes the toilet doesn't flush when you've got classified documents. You need a lot more water.
Exactly.
They want your apartments and homes with small windows and every other crazy thing they can think of. They don't want you to have large windows because they don't
Tiny
use with the
windows.
sun. Actually, in many cases, they're better.
He's crazy.
He doesn't know what he's talking about on any subject. I just can't. I can't. Because
Do you remember Mad Libs when they were like, pick a noun, and pick a verb, pick an adjective, and he's like, they don't want you to have large windows. You can't have large windows. Okay.
Tiny windows. Okay.
Maybe he's thinking prison windows.
Hey, just to make his voice less annoying, let's listen to Lara Ingram.
DEI, abortions, EVs, and weed. That's the focus of tonight's angle. Yeah, that's pretty much the agenda. You know, more giveaways to the BLMers and placating the trans lobby, a relentless push for abortion on demand, an end to gas-powered cars and stoves, and cannabis shops on every street corner.
Whee!
And then throw in some unconstitutional student loan forgiveness. This is how they hope to entice you to vote against your own economic self-interest.
What economic self-interests are...
Wow. Hey, you know what? If we're going to get taco trucks on every corner,
The weed store next door is a good idea.
I'm just going to say, if we're going to have weed on every corner, Dana, we're going to need those taco trucks because
Well, also, the only way we're going to get through the next 8 months is if all of us are high. So, God.
Put your weed in.
Legal experts saying Trump may have met his match in Judge Merchan. I have to say, Norm Eisen and Barb McQuaid wrote a piece I agree with. They were saying Merchan did three things to deftly redirect the court's attention away from Trump's claims, reinforce the truth, and offered to dozens of journalists in the courtroom some pointers on how to deal with Trump's incessant lies. First, he reaffirmed the law. I want to stress to Mr. Trump, you have the absolute right to testify at trial. Next, the judge did not quote or even paraphrase Trump's falsehood, which would have risked amplifying and spreading it further. Finally, the judge made his remarks in an even-tempered fashion that maintained order in the proceedings. Disinformation is designed to inflame emotion, but Merchan refused to take the bait. McQuaid says disinformation is the deliberate spread of false information with bad intent, argued both Trump and Blanche were spreading it. It is clear they know this information is false, and they spread it to try to manipulate the electorate's perceptions to their advantage. I mean, I am enjoying, A, how much he's hating this, but B, that his stupid lies and conspiracy theories are hitting the light of day in a court of law, right?
It is a beautiful thing that if anything, at least hopefully justice is going to give us some of the truth. And even no matter what happens in this case, God forbid there's a juror that goes rogue, at least all of this is getting out into the general public.
That is a good point. And also this piece, Trump's self-avowed aura of invisibility has taken a hit with his drowsy appearances in a New York courtroom. This is where I keep saying, does the emperor not finally have no clothes? He is a sleepy, farty, grumpy old man. I mean, all jokes aside, Trump's denial is par for a narcissist course, saying he's not sleeping. He can admit no weakness. He expects his base to freakishly admire his physique. And most important, he and his followers have grounded his 2024 campaign on the myth that Biden, who bikes, dashes off to war zones, and works out 5 times a week, is the enfeebled one. One wonders whether Trump's attacks on Biden's aging are yet another example of habitual projection. Trump demands his followers reject what they see and believe whatever he tells them, but even his supporters must have noticed how weak and diminished he's appeared in court. I think that's absolutely true.
I would think so too. I don't know if they're going to care, but I'm sure that they've noticed. I mean, they're going to prop him up with everything they can. It's a cult. Most of them are completely lost. We just have to hope that the independent vote is not.
Yeah. Apparently, Stormy Daniels is being slut shamed on cross examination,
Yes.
and it does not appear to be playing well with the jury.
It wouldn't-
Hooray!
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine who thought that would be a good defense. Oh, wait.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I mean, God bless her. You know, it's like she came from this really tough background. She has more courage than pretty much anyone in the Republican Party standing up to Donald Trump. You know, she's clearly nervous when she started testifying, and you know, some people second guessing and going, "Oh, they didn't really need her, and it was too salacious," and blah blah. It's like, okay, so a porn star. That's what this case is about, and you don't think that it's going to be a little salacious? You have to prove the act that he was trying to hush, right?
Absolutely. You have to prove that they had an affair because he denied it, that they
Right.
had sex in general. And so, yeah, she probably did elaborate a little too much. The judge said so, but also the defense didn't object when they were supposed to object. It's not the judge's job to do that. If you're not a good defense lawyer, get out of the business.
Right. Thank you. That's why I don't see how that's possibly grounds for a mistrial. He's claiming
Absolutely
he's
not.
screaming for all the charges to be thrown out in every trial for whatever stupid effing reason, right?
Yeah, and this is a horrible approach for this. You know, people are tweeting, you know, that basically there's a picture of the Hindenburg on fire, and it's like, show me a GIF of something going better than the Stormy Daniels cross right now. And it's the Hindenburg on fire.
I mean, Trump tested the boundaries of the gag order once again by rallying Republicans to push back on testimony by the, quote, sleazebags, lowlifes, and grifters
God.
that are testifying against him. Oh, I love this in all caps. Our First Amendment must stand free and strong. Give me liberty or give me death. Oh, yes, you are so close to Patrick Henry. Oh, my God.
Oh, dear.
Who is he now? Jesus, Mandela, Patrick
All of
Henry?
them.
Oh, God. We're so beyond normal times now. Like, I wanted Barack Obama to win with all my heart. Loved him, but McCain was a decent man. Like I didn't, even Mitt Romney. I mean, it's just, we're so beyond normal times. I don't know how we get back. Do you?
I actually don't. I talk about this with people a lot. I think the only thing we can do is get out and exercise our right to vote. And that's basically what we do. We speak up when there's injustices happening to marginalized communities around us. We speak up loudly. We vote. We put our money, those people that can afford to, you donate to organizations that are trying to change the world in a better way. All we can do is combat all of the bad out there with all of the goodness. And there is more of us than there is of them. And that's all I have hope for.
I mean, there are so many of those moments now. It should have been over then. It should have been over then. It should have been over then. I mean, and now here we are with the Stormy Day. It's all coming out. The stuff that he was desperate to not have come out. Just about one level of his grossness.
I love that he has to sit there and listen to every word of it.
Yeah. I mean, and by the way, we're hungry for any sliver of justice because it is so disgusting what's happening to Fani Willis that they're going to delay that trial now to, I don't know, reinvestigate her private life or what? Whether she should be removed again. Obviously, Aileen Cannon has said this is trial. I didn't even know you could do that a judge could just say it's postponed indefinitely. I mean, okay. Your thoughts?
I know. I have the same thoughts. I think that we keep saying this over and over. The Supreme Court's not going to save us. The judges are not going to save us. Even if Trump loses this case, the campaign finance case with Stormy Daniels, he's not going to jail. He probably, we know this, will not see a prison cell before the election. We have to make sure he doesn't see the White House. That's all we can do.
Yeah.